People who are watching the Brexit negotiations can see that the whole problem here is the fact that we have a border here in Ireland at all. There was armed attacks on nationalist communities throughout Belfast, but in particular on this road. And the first one really was right here. What they have done here in Ireland goes back many hundreds of years. The whole association with Ireland has been one litany of conflict.
For 3 generations, and we're still blaming each other. We're respect parades, forward as fast as we're making difference. We'll never change the history, that's impossible to do, but we can change the future. Now, we've stopped 30 years of conflict here. Now, we've moved mountains to get where we are now.
Massive political disengagement within the working class unionist and loyalist community. The unionist and loyalist community, I think, it is at one on the most basic fundamental point, which is that we must leave the European Union and we must leave as one United Kingdom, and that means leaving the customs union, leaving the single market, and being outside the jurisdiction of the European Court of Justice. And I think it's absolutely absurd to suggest that Northern Ireland would be subsumed, as it were, into an economic United Ireland. I think the problem is when you have a mass amount of angry people, especially angry young people, and there's a lot of angry young people in the unionist and loyalist community taken to the streets who feel almost as if their country's being torn off them, then I think it doesn't take much for that to explode into violence, and that's something which nobody wants to see, but I think we all have to live in a real world and know that once mass amounts of people take to the streets and once something happens and that genie gets out of the bottle, it's going to be very difficult to put it back in.
He used to strum on a guitar, couldn't play it very well, but he used to strum. His favourite singer was Marty Robbins. Out in the West Texas town of El Paso. He played that song every night. He loved that song. I'm always disturbed, so I don't feel that the troubles are over. I really don't feel that. When I hear or read of, paramilitary activity, always worried about that. And the war will be over for me when I see paramilitaries gone from the communities, people not frightened to speak up, which they are. They are now, and it's 20 years after a peace process. The bigger worry would be the border. If they're going to man the border, who's going to man it? Is it the army? Is it the police? Because it's most certainly going to create violence again. It's really something that will start violence again, because what they'd be doing is they'd be targets, you know, for IRA or whoever.
We'll go with Brexit because we're net friends in the Tory party.
Well, certainly Brexit has been the greatest existential threat to the peace process in 25 years. I mean, this society, Northern Ireland, the island of Ireland, has enjoyed really unbroken peace for 25 years. After violence in which 3,500 people died, intimidation, if you like, the fear factor, all of that abnormality. And suddenly in the last 3 years, we have the risk to all that. Set policy in this whole thing, supporting Brexit. Until Brexit, people had a softer view of identity. They were prepared to, cooperate in this space, Northern Ireland, within the structures of this agreement that recognised all identities and provided equality of treatment. And they would hold their aspirations on the long finger. Suddenly those aspirations have been sort of, prioritised. And that is that's a factor which is leading to instability.